Hello everyone, it's Cubing Maniac here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a fully functional paper cube. Let's get into it. So I've made one of these before, but it was a giant one. It was like this big. I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can find how to make it and just kind of a review on it. But this is a up to size model of the normal 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So for reference, here is a normal cube, and as you can see, it is almost exactly the same size. So yeah, this is fully functional like my other paper cube. This doesn't have any colors on it or stickers because I haven't done that yet. I finished making this a while back, but I just didn't find the time to make a video for this yet. But the materials I used to make this cube was this X-Acto knife, normal Elmer's glue, and this is optional, but I used a little bit of super glue. So basically what I did is I found an Instructable online, and that gave me the template for all the pieces. So what I did is I cut all the pieces with this X-Acto knife, and then what I did is I used a needle. This is optional, but I used a needle and went over all the lines, so that made it easier to fold. So and then I folded all the pieces and I glued them together. So right here is the edge piece. So this and this are two different pieces, and you make these individually and then you glue them together. So this is pretty easy. I think the hardest part of building this entire puzzle is this corner part. Not this corner, this is really easy, but this part, it just requires a lot of folding and a lot of cutting, but it's just time consuming. It's not that hard in reality. This is a very labor intensive project. I didn't expect it to be this long. So as you can see, it has a whole entire mechanism right there. So the core, so this is where I use the super glue. So since I wanted the core to be really strong, and since I wanted it to go faster and like glue together, because the core with normal Elmer's glue, it kept on falling apart for some reason, then I used super glue, and that worked really well. So that's what I did. I didn't use super glue for anything else though. Everything else went fine with this glue. But if you're using this big size, I would really recommend like putting very little, because if you like splash it out, it's just gonna be a complete mess and you're gonna ruin your piece. So there's a piece right here. So this is just a template. So as you can see, these are the corner ones. That are these right here, and then these are the edge ones, just like that. And then yeah, there's just a lot of them. So as you can see, the corners look much more intimidating than these. So what I did is I took a needle and I took a ruler actually, and then I just traced over these lines, and that made it much easier to fold. I traced it very lightly because I didn't want it to break or anything. And here's just the core. So yeah, I'll leave a link down below where I found the Instructable. It's very nice, and the tutorial is pretty good. So yeah, I haven't planned on stickering this up yet. You could potentially get from that website, since it's a PDF. What I did is I got the uncolored version because I only had a black and white printer. I didn't have a color printer, so I got that. But there is a colored version on there, so you don't have to add stickers or anything. It'll just be like that. But yeah, another thing I wanted to say was you need a printer obviously for this, and I haven't tried this out with regular paper. Like as you can see right here, this is thicker paper. It's construction paper. So I found out that it doesn't matter what printer you use. If you have a printer at home and you have enough construction paper, I think it's like 6-7 pieces. I might be wrong. It might be 5 or 6, but it's around 5 to 7. So I just put it in there and it printed out fine. So I kind of worried that it might break or do something to my printer, but nothing happened. It was all fine. You could do this with regular paper, but it's gonna be much more flimsier because I made my giant paper Rubik's Cube out of paper, like regular paper, and it is really flimsy. You can like barely turn it. Takes around 30 seconds to turn a layer. So yeah, assembling this cube is just like assembling like a normal 3x3. The design is just like a normal Rubik's brand, but I think it might turn better. Just kidding. But yeah, so this is fully functional. Like here you can see, actually turns really good. I thought it was gonna turn really bad, but it actually turned really good. As I said, this is a very labor intensive process. I had paper all over the floor because I was too lazy to pick it up after. Or construction paper all over the floor, and it took me like a really long time to pick it up. So yeah, that's kind of all I want to say. And there's another video to a way more in-depth tutorial and stuff, so I'll leave a link to that down in the description below as well. I'll leave a link to the Instructables as well, as said. And if you guys were wondering, this stand, it's made out of paper too. It's very simple. It just holds it just like that. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys try this project out. It's very fun. And before I go, I'll just show you guys a few pictures of me when I was in the process of making this. It shows how I put together like when all the pieces were cut out and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just play the pictures in a few moments, and you can see that, and then the video will be over. So yeah, that was it, guys. See ya. Bye.